Paano ba natin ginagamit ang mga theorems on triangle inequalities? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon dito sa ating matsayang talakayan. Kaya, stay tuned! Hello, Grade 8 learners! Welcome back to our channel. For today's video, we are going to discuss application of theorems on triangle inequalities. With the learning competency, applies theorems on triangle inequalities. In the previous videos, we already have discussed theorems on triangle inequalities. Under inequalities in one triangle, we have triangle inequality theorem number 1 o ito yung tinatawag natin na side angle inequality theorem. And then we have inequality theorem number 2 o ito yung tinatawag natin na angle side inequality theorem. And then the third one, we have triangle inequality theorem number 3, and we also have exterior angle inequality theorem. And under inequalities in two triangles, we have hinge theorem, or this is what we call SAS inequality theorem. And also, we have the converse of hinge theorem, or ito yung tinatawag natin na SSS inequality theorem. Now, in the given figure, can you determine the largest and the smallest angle kung ang given natin are the measurements of the sides? So let's consider the triangle inequality theorem number 1, or the angle side inequality theorem. It states that if one side of a triangle is longer than the second, then the angle opposite the first side is larger than the angle opposite the second. So para masagot natin yung ating tanong, which is the largest and the smallest angle, so let's consider the sides and the opposite angles of the given triangle. So in triangle KLM, we have side KL measuring 5.3 centimeters and its opposite angle is angle M. And then we have ML, which measures 5 centimeters and its opposite angle is angle K. And then we also have side KM measuring 3.8 centimeters and its opposite angle is angle L. So let's identify the longest side. Which do you think is the longest side? Okay, correct. So KL is the longest side. And remember, opposite the longest side or opposite angle of the longest side is what we call the largest angle. So opposite angle of side KL is angle M, so therefore, angle M is the largest angle. So to identify naman natin yung smallest angle, titingnan natin yung shortest side. Which do you think is the shortest side? Correct. Shortest side is KM. So, opposite the shortest side is the smallest angle. So, ang smallest angle natin ngayon ay angle L. For example, so let's consider the figures below. So, unahin natin yung triangle PQR. So, in triangle PQR, identify natin yung largest angle and the smallest angle. So, to identify the largest angle, hanapin natin yung longest side ng triangle PQR. So, in triangle PQR, QR is the longest side. So, opposite the longest side is what we call the angle P. And this is now the largest angle. And then, to identify the smallest angle, hanapin naman natin yung shortest side. So, in triangle PQR, ang shortest side natin ay PQ. And the angle opposite PQ, which is angle R, is now the smallest angle. Okay, so next figure on triangle MON. Okay, so to identify the largest angle, so tingnan natin yung longest side. So ang longest side ay OM. And opposite OM is angle N. So therefore, angle N is the largest angle. Okay, so to identify the smallest angle, so identify muna natin yung shortest side. So the shortest side is ON, and opposite the shortest side is angle M. So angle M now is the smallest angle. And on the third figure, we have triangle DEF. So to identify the largest angle, tingnan natin yung longest side. So which do you think is the longest side in triangle DEF? Correct. The longest side is side DF. What angle is opposite of DF? Correct. It is angle E. So therefore, the largest angle is angle E. Now, which do you think is the shortest side in triangle DEF? Correct. It is EF. And what is the opposite angle of EF? Correct. It is angle D. So therefore, its smallest angle is angle D. Now, what if ang given natin ay yung mga measurement ng angles? The question is, can you determine the longest side and the shortest side? So let's consider triangle inequality theorem number 2. Or this is what we call the side angle inequality theorem. It states that if one angle of a triangle is larger than a second, then the side opposite the first angle is longer than the side opposite the second. So, identify natin yung mga parts ng triangle QRS. So, we have the angles and its opposite side. Angle Q measuring 105 degrees, its opposite side is side RS. And then we have angle R measuring 55 degrees and its opposite side is side QS. And then we have angle S measuring 20 degrees and its opposite side is side QR. Now, to identify the longest side, kailangan hanapin natin yung largest angle. So, ano ngayon yung largest angle natin? Correct. Angle Q is the largest angle. So, we can say that the longest side is side RS. Okay? Now, to identify the shortest side, hanapin naman muna natin yung smallest angle. Which do you think is the smallest angle? Okay, correct. Angle S measuring 20 degrees. This is the smallest angle. And opposite the smallest angle is the shortest side. So what do you think is our shortest side? Okay, correct. Side QR. For example, consider the following figure. On the first figure, we have triangle GES. So we are going to identify the longest side and the shortest side of triangle GES. Para ma-identify natin ang longest side, hanapin muna natin ang largest angle. What do you think is the largest angle in triangle GES? Okay, correct. It is angle G. So, opposite the angle G is the longest side. So, what do you think now is the opposite side of angle G? Okay, correct. It is side ES. So, therefore, our longest side is ES. And how about the shortest side? So, to identify the shortest side, hanapin natin ang smallest angle. What do you think is the smallest angle? Correct. It is angle S. And opposite the smallest angle is the shortest side. So what is the opposite side of angle S? Correct. It is GE. So therefore, the shortest side is GE. Okay, so let's proceed to the next figure. On triangle RST, we are going to identify the longest side and the shortest side. Okay? So, to identify the longest side, hanapin natin ang largest angle. So, what is the largest angle in triangle RST? Okay, correct. It is angle R. And opposite angle R is side ST. So, therefore, ST is the longest side. Now, para ma-identify ang shortest side, so identify natin ang smallest angle. So, what do you think is the smallest angle? Okay, correct. It is angle T. And what is the opposite side of angle T? Correct. It is RS. So, therefore, the shortest side is RS. And lastly, on triangle ABC, so we are going to identify the longest side and the shortest side. So for the longest side, we will look for the largest angle. So what is the largest angle in triangle ABC? Correct, it is angle A. And opposite angle A is side BC. So therefore, the longest side is side BC. How about the smallest angle? So the smallest angle is angle B. Okay? And what is the opposite side of angle B? Okay, correct. It is side AC. So therefore, the shortest side is AC. Another example, we have to arrange the angles in increasing order. So meaning from smallest angle to the largest angle. So to do that, kailangan ma-identify muna natin yung shortest side to longest side. Okay, so let's start with the shortest side. So what is the shortest side of triangle UST? Correct, it is ST. And what is the opposite angle of side ST? Okay, correct, it is angle U, meaning that angle U is our smallest angle. Okay? Now, identify muna natin yung longest side. What is the longest side? Okay, based on the measurement, longest side is side SU. And opposite, the longest side is the largest angle. What is now the largest angle? Correct, it is angle T. Okay, so dito natin ilalagay since it is the largest angle. And then, sa gitna, yun ay ilalagay natin yung medium size na angle, which is angle S. So, in increasing order, we have angle U, angle S, and angle T. Okay, for this time, we are going to arrange the sides in increasing order kung ang given naman natin ay yung measurements ng mga angles. So, in triangle ABC, para ma-arrange natin yung sides in increasing order, so we will first identify the smallest angle to the largest angle. Okay, so unahin natin ang smallest angle. What is the smallest angle? Correct, it is angle C. And what is the opposite side of angle C? Correct, it is side AB. Okay, so yun yung una nating ilalagay. Then next is identify yung largest angle. So it is angle B. And what is the opposite side of angle B? Okay, correct. It is side AC. So side AC is now the longest side. Okay, and of course, the medium size of our side is side BC. Okay, so in increasing order, we have AB, BC, and AC. In the given figure, can you find the possible measures of the third side? So to do that, we are going to consider triangle inequality theorem number 3. It states that the sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the third side. So, para mahanap natin yung possible value ng x, una, hanapin natin yung difference ng given two sides. So, yung isubtract lang natin. So, 14 minus 8 is equal to 6. And then, you're going to find the sum of the two given sides. So, i-add lang natin. 14 plus 8 is equal to 22. So, we will just write 6 is less than x less than 13, meaning that the possible value of x is between 6 and 13. Let's consider our example. Jane was tasked to draw triangles given the length of the two sides. What are the possible length of the third side of the triangle Jane will draw? So, kung ang given length ng two sides are 30 and 22, to get the possible length of the third side, so isubtract muna natin. 30 minus 22 is equal to 8. And then, let's get the sum. 30 plus 22 is equal to 52. So, the range of the possible length of the third side is 8 less than t less than 52, meaning that the possible length of the third side is in between 8 and 52. Another is 15 and 35. So let's subtract. 35 minus 15 is equal to 20. And then let's add. 15 plus 35 is equal to 50. So the range of the possible length of the third side can be written as 20 less than t less than 50. Ibig sabihin that the possible value of t, or the third side, is in between 20 and 50. Okay, so let's consider another one. So we have 17 and 23. Okay, so let's subtract. 23 minus 17 is 6. Okay, and then let's add. 17 plus 23 is equal to 40. So, the range of the possible length of the third side can be written as 6 less than t less than 40, meaning that the possible values of t is ranging from or in between 6 to 40. And now it's your turn. Get your paper and pen and do this activity. And that's for today, guys. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Again, this is Teacher Dali na nagsasabing, practice makes perfect. Thanks for watching!